what's going on. Let's quickly turn this heading, this to-do right here, to-do, turn this into a list heading component. And I'm assuming it's this is what's referring to this. Okay, so let's do that. How would we do that? Well, first thing, we could write more to-dos, or we could break it down even more, I guess. Maybe we should. Let's say that I know this is probably bad practice, but I might be better off just doing it. So let's just do that. We'll write a function up here. Actually, we'll create a new page, and we'll call it list heading. TSX. Let's say export default function. Exactly. Thank you so much for that. And what am I doing wrong here? Got that one. Yes, but I will need to, hold on. Yes. This thing kind of gets in your way. All right, here, hold on. Let me just do this a better way. I can't with all this code completion stuff. All right, return. Yeah, for now, return zilch. For now, list. List. For now, list heading. Okay, and get rid of this dude. All right, so there's our basic thing. Right? So we could already take this guy and import it in here. We'll just call that from there, from list heading. Function list heading. And right, okay, we're good. Right, so then we already have this component. And for those of you who are not understanding, I'm just doing this part right here. We're turning these sections into a list heading because I don't like how bulky this code is. I just would, and plus I don't want to edit this everywhere. I want to tweak it globally. And so this will give me that option. So we'll just say title. It's going to take 2 props probably. Title, and that's going to be, I don't know, a string of title for now, just to pass it. And TypeScript's already complaining, which is awesome. And we'll also say, in this case, description. If I can spell that right. I do not like this Apple keyboard I use. It is frustrating to me. I prefer just on my laptop and on the couch to code, but it's probably unhealthy anyways, yeah. I can't do it when I live stream. So anyway, so here's our component. We're going to bring these guys over to it. We're going to omit these from this page now. And then so that's gone. Now it says list heading. That's wonderful. Now we have control over this guy. So everything that is returning, this function is returning. We called the function. We called the export default function. We exported it from this file. We imported it to this home section file, which is this block of code. And then now, since we've called it, we need to return that stuff. But, it's complaining because it can't be nested that way. It needs to be inside of these little bracket, the dealies, fragments, or empty divs, or whatever they render to nodes. Okay, now we're complaining in TypeScript because it doesn't have the imports. So let's just import everything. Okay, so that seems to fix it. Oh, look, we're back to square one. Okay, so now we have full control over saying dark text equals green. Well, maybe more, like 500 maybe. Right, and that should do it everywhere now. Everywhere that, and we're not using this component everywhere, but you get the idea. It will be everywhere. It's going to be all of these places. This one. This one. So now that we have that, that really helps because it also, so now we're not, we need to pass these variables. So still right now we're seeing custom software development, but what we need to do is now pass in some variables, the props that we created earlier. That was title, and that was description, and we need to type check these through Typescript. And yes, exactly what we're given here. We want a title, description is a string, exactly, and then we need to fill in these variables with our title and description. I know it's a little confusing, the copy here, but and that's pretty much it. Now we've added Typescript to this as well. We're only allowing a string or a title and a description, both strings, and we're saying both are required. If I want to just maybe add just the top part and no description, I could make this optional. I'm not going to do that in this case. I want it there for everything. And so, yeah, with that too, we could go back to what we had, slate, I think it was 50. And it goes back to that, but now we could control, it's uppercase or basically anything in this section here. And for this one over here, the paragraph is this part, which is bigger, of course, but we mimic it. So this is the title is the H1 or the H2 rather, and the paragraph here is a paragraph. But it could also be a span, or it could be something else. It could be an H1, which is a little strange. You would do that, but given the hierarchy, the hierarchy here, but yeah. So we'll put that back to a paragraph, and that's it. And so now we can remove this code. We can call that one done, and then the code becomes a little bit more easier on the eyes, I'd say. And then we can also bring this in to other places. And really this one is going to be not title and description. I should have kept those variables. It was our services and custom software development. Our services, custom software development. And now we're back. Okay, cool. And then I go and apply this everywhere that other code was. Now this is the fun part. Now I just go search for something that I can latch onto that has repeatable. Yeah, I can use that component now likely, well, maybe not likely, but in a few of these places. But you can see where this sort of maybe not even performance, just sort of, I just write a lot of code and then I know I'm making bad practice things, but you don't really find the time to sit down and say, let me refactor this. And when I refactor, it's like such a joy. I don't know, I love refactoring. Some things, not everything. But anyways, good example here of how to do that. So let's just quickly finish it off. We'll just add it in these places that need it. We can kind of identify that by if they're pages, they have sections. And so actually I think all of these sections. This one though, I'm a little hesitant. It has a different, that one's a little different. This one though, this one probably could be replaced. We build software. Yes, this one right here is a great example of dropping that component in, changing the text. So it's this guy is here. Let me bring this over here a little bit more. And pixel perfect, highly performant right there. That one goes there. And then now I can go ahead and just kill these two things, make sure that they're both a paragraph and H2. They both are, and they both had the same style to them. I could also add another style prop and maybe add color as a variant. So the list goes on and on, but we're killing code here. You see, that's the beauty here. We just killed those two components, and we will bring in the other component that we we'll need. And that one is definitely here. Well, it's going to be the list. I'm doing this the difficult way, but there it is. And so that should have done it for this one now, which it did. This one we need to do still. So again, we'll grab this guy. We'll go find hero section 4. Let's connect our colorful dots. Even stuff like this I would like to get rid of. I don't know what this is actually doing. It looks different than the others. It's probably... Oh, I know why that one is. This one has these... I need to redo these dots. This is all kind of goofy to me. Disregard that. All right, but there we go. We got let's connect. And that may not take my apostrophe. Oh, yeah, it should no, it probably won't. Probably won't. I'll probably have to rethink how to write that. Probably just like that. Whoop. All right, let's connect our colorful dots. And then we can get rid of these guys again. Cleaned up some code. We'll bring in list heading. We'll kill this component. Save that. And as you can see, there's a ton of other duplicated things that we can go through here. These are the dots. These would be converted into a component at some point where I could control its size, its color, its spacing, other attributes to it. I just haven't gotten there yet. Again, a lot of this comes later when you build something that you're satisfied with, and then you sort of, then from there you can take, and refactor things. I like to refactor when I fly. I don't fly very often, but when I do fly, I like to refactor code. That's kind of what I like to do. I find it's soothing for some reason. But here we go. Here's some more. And you get the idea. There's a bunch of these that we're going to change. Let's quickly go through it. This one has some dynamic stuff to it. So in this case, we need to make backticks like that. And these have to be $signs. Oh, you know what? Will that work? You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it right now. Well, no, I'm doing this all wrong. Okay, so I can just literally write those. This is the variable we need. So we will have to do this. Whoops. You know what it is? It's the editor is highlighting these differently, and it's thrown me way off. I just changed the theme foolishly. Never do that. Stick with what you know. All right, so there's the count, and then we need these parentheses, these dealies. And technologies we use. All right, we can kill this. Oh, wait. Our services. Boy, that one took a little longer than I would like. And this one has cleanup. All right, this one. I mean, it's sort of weird because we do reuse code. we're just giving it one single source of truth. I mean, this is duplicating code when you have to put it everywhere. You can't get that, I guess, meta on it, but it is, that's, yeah. But yeah. Okay, so then how many more do we have? One more. And this one I'm not doing. This is the first one that is different. One of these is not like the others. So that's pretty much it. So what we've done is we've replaced every one of these headings anywhere that there's a list, and really any place that it was repurposing it. So if we go into, don't worry about these detail pages yet. There's nothing done on those yet. But if I go into view all of our services, this one too is one of them. If I go into technologies, which I guess you can't find it from there, you can go here maybe. Yep, same thing. And so if we go, yeah, so same thing. Just some cleanup work. And let me just show you now. I don't know if this is a clean branch or not, but let's just say cd client cd, yep, and then say visually we can look at it like this maybe. Let's see. And no, okay, because I just switched the two monorepo, so you're not going to see any of these changes. I was going to visually show you the difference. This is a mighty commit that we wouldn't be able to go through. Anyway, so that's that. That's how you do, like, you know, some light refactoring. Do it whenever you please. Do it whenever you can. Whenever you just sort of, it makes your code feel alive again in a weird way and lighter. I mean, and you could lazy load these components in. There's all kinds of little tricks you could do then to sort of make things more performant on the front end and just sort of better for all of your users. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's it. That's it for this one. Thanks so much.